What if a war is not only fought in the skies, in the ground, or in the water, but also from the shadows on the ground? And what if the most important basis in the conflict is one that no one officially admits that it exists? Tonight, our new report is raising explosive questions about Israel's military strategy in the region. And it is pointing towards an allegation that could reshape how Iran-Israel conflict is understood. According to the report, Israel may have operated a secret military base inside Iraq during its recent air campaign against Iran. Not officially confirmed again, not acknowledged by any government, but strongly claimed in the emerging intelligence-linked assessments. The alleged location is deep inside Iraqi desert, far from the public view and close enough to Iran to matter strategically. And that is where the story becomes very significant. Because if true, this could mean that Israeli operations were not to be launched from the loop range aircraft, basically the long range ones, or the external bases, but from a forward positioned covert facility much closer to Iranian airspace. The report suggests that the sites may have been used for multiple functions, logistic coordinations, and special force staging, and the emergency support for pilots operating in the high-risk zones. But there's a key point. None of this has been independently verified by the major international defense agencies, and that creates a layer of uncertainty. Now, make no mistakes, in a modern warfare, information is also a battlefield. Claims like these often emerge during periods of heightened tensions between Benjamin Netanyahu's government in Israel and Iran's military establishment. And you know what? At Iran sits at the center of the geography, it is very important. A country where multiple foreign forces, militaries, and intelligence networks overlap. And that changes everything, almost the whole perspective. Because Iraq is not just a transit zone, it is a strategic corridor, a space between the influence, surveillance, and military positioning that is quite intersect. However, analysts cautions that even if such facilities existed, it would likely operate under the extreme secrecy, possibly with limited personnel, possibly temporary in the nature, and designed to reduce the detection risk during the activity conflict period. But there's more to it. Why does such a claim emerge now? It comes at a time when regional tensions are already very high. With Israel-Iran confrontation escalating through the indirect-direct exchanges, and with the global powers closely watching every moment in the Middle East, the US often takes it as a key point regional ally, and it has not confirmed any such operations. And no official military evidence has been presented publicly. So, what do we actually know? What do we know that there are claims of it? We know that there is a strategic suspicion, and we know that the region is operating in one of its most sensitive scrutiny environment in the recent years. But what we do not know is perhaps more important. Whether there was a real operational base or not, a temporary intelligence outpost, well, a part of a broader misinformation cycle that often surrounds the Middle East conflicts. And this is the uncertainty shaping the entire story. Because in this region, silence does not always mean absence, and denial does not always mean the main clarity. So, there is a big question here, not just whether the bases existed, but what this claim reveals about how the next phase of the regional conflict is already unfolding, quietly beneath the surfaces.